because we're covering Tony Williams' playing on Nefertiti, and we're gonna discuss it and analyze it. Tony Williams, of course, is one of the greats. So he is actually sort of an obligatory subject to study if you want to get into jazz drumming. But he's also a drummer who surprises a lot, especially for me in that period. He's a very good example of a drummer who doesn't resolve always on the end of 4 or on beat 1. He was, for me, the first drummer that played over the bar line.
There again, what is that really 6? Maybe. For me, if you practice that, it's the 2 cymbals that make sense. So I would go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that would actually be, if I had to really play it like that, I would go sort of make an approximation. You see what I mean? Because he's not thinking like that. Yeah. He's thinking okay, I'm doing a roll in, but I'm gonna maybe end on those. Yeah, does that make sense?
The length of his surprises, I like to call them jump scares, right? But it's like he play a quiet part. He just goes, ah! Yeah. He doesn't just go, ah! He just kind of goes, ah! It takes him a while, a bit longer than you'd expect him to resolve that.
Yeah.
And then he just resolve it at the sort of the weirdest, but then the most satisfying places. Just,
yeah.
And goes back to playing time.
And those contrasts, amazing, when it sort of grows and shrinks again, and then just whoa, where's it going?
But you want to do it with your left hand, don't you? You want to do it with your left hand, but
I can't undo that now.
That's the thing. It means you need to play an accent with your left. It's like normal 8-note triplets. Play single trips. So 1, 2, 3. That's actually what it is. That's more like it. And now give it an accent, that last one. And play a bit more forceful. Yeah. There you go, and again, tinkung, takadaboom, in time. 4, tinkung, takadaboom, then loop it. Okay? So that's the way I would practice it, little snippets over and over and over again.
Especially with drummers, or maybe bass players and pianists as well, but if you're not a horn player, you usually won't see people that play your instrument. I very seldom work with other drummers, and I think it's just important for us to have a slot every week where just drummers come together and talk drum stuff.
And then I'm only talking about when I was a student. What I thought was amazing was you really become friends. I mean, because you love the same thing, you're doing basically the same thing, you want to achieve more or less the same thing, and you notice that all these different approaches can come to the same result in a way.